There is nothing easy about any of this.
You can have a prosthetic for lost limb. You cannot have a prosthetic for your soul.
For all the talk about the heroes of Ukraine, and these are them, who have been confronting Russian aggression so that we don't have to. UK participation in this programme remains at zero.
When a soldier leaves the front lines horribly injured, their war may be over, but the battle they fight has a long way to run. Bodies broken in defence of a great cause are owed the finest care. At the evacuation hub across the border in Poland, those who need better than Ukraine can currently offer are processed westwards towards specialist treatment. A year ago in eastern Ukraine, Artem lost both legs at the hip. For a year, the Ukrainian health system gave every care it could, but now he needs treatment he can only get in Germany. Accompanied by his fiancée Valeria, he'll soon be in the city of Freiburg. But even German doctors have no magic wand for injuries this severe.
And do you know how long you will be out of Ukraine?
Ні, але мене попередили, що лікування може затягнутися і на рік, тому що поки що невідомо, з чим ми боремося і як це подолати.
And then to show his sense of humour as uninjured, he says with a twinkle, "This is a great opportunity to get back on my feet."
Це чудова нагода стати на ноги.
When Ukrainian doctors have a patient they can no longer treat, they send a request that they hope will be matched by a hospital in Europe. More than 8 times out of 10, that's successful. Doctors here have seen more than 4,000 patients moving through, with every wound imaginable, physical and psychological.
You can have a prosthetic for lost limb. You cannot have a prosthetic for your soul. I see brave people that are fighting for the families, for the land, for their right to be free. And actually, I hope that they're going to manage. And we will support them at any possible cost.
Civilians targeted by Russian drones are just as much the victims of Putin's war. Ruslana Ivanova almost died protecting her 8-year-old son in this attack in early November. This is all that remains now of her home. She spent 34 days in intensive care. Now Dutch doctors will take over the work of fixing her shattered body.
Oh no, oh dear.
І така в мене є ліва нога, і в мене є рука.
But your son was uninjured.
Ні, він цілий. Надіюся, я все забрала на себе.
How long do you think you will have to stay in the Netherlands?
Я дуже хочу додому до сина.
There is nothing easy about any of this. Among the 15 patients being sent westwards today is this little chap. Timothy is just 3 and suffers from neuroblastoma, a type of nerve cancer. He's been given chemotherapy in his home city, but his life can only be saved with advanced immunotherapy that Ukraine's war-ravaged health system cannot provide. Again, the Netherlands has stepped in.
What would happen to Timothy if he wasn't able to leave Ukraine?
Навіть не хочу не думати про це. Ми вдячні, що нас прийняли і що нам дають таку можливість, щоб полікувати дитину, щоб у нас були більші шанси на одужання, на повне одужання.
Almost every European country, most but not all in the European Union, have tried to help with this programme. Germany the most of all, Norway, the Netherlands and Denmark, outsized contributors. The medical director here talked me through the map of who is doing what. There is one big absentee, and that is the UK.
So the UK and Switzerland and some Balkan countries.
Still, we have some gap between requests sent and offers we are receiving.
And how much would you like the UK to be part of receiving patients?
I think that each country has own capacity which might be offered to this system, and I would like to see British colleagues, medics from UK, who are contributing in this system, but I know that it's difficult.
Early this morning, for both Artem and little Timothy, the move to the airport and the last stage of this difficult journey.
In just a few hours' time, these patients will be in Germany or the Netherlands getting the specialist treatment they need. But for all the thousands of patients who've been through this facility, for all the talk about the heroes of Ukraine, and these are them, who have been confronting Russian aggression so that we don't have to, UK participation in this programme remains at zero.
We asked the government if the policy was going to change. The government, they said, is using its skill set to support a just and lasting peace in Ukraine. And that was it. But these evacuations will go on with or without the UK, an effort across the continent to repay some of the sacrifice being borne disproportionately by the people of Ukraine. James Mates, ITV News, Eastern Poland.